Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America. Great to have you with us on the program today. As mentioned, our special guest is Sonia Amr. She was born in Lebanon. She's a prolific author, poet, artist, entrepreneur. Among her 7 published books are poems, short stories, and novels, in addition to many literary readings in numerous Arabic newspapers and magazines. Sonia is an active member in a number of literary associations and forums. Recently was with us on the program to talk about her book, Entrepreneurship from Theory to Fact, Obstacles and Challenges in the Case of Sonia Amr. And Sonia's back to talk about her new book, a novel, Belly of the Whale, coming in to us from Kuwait on the program today. Sonia, welcome back to the show. It's great to talk to you again.
Good evening, Mr. Eric. How are you?
After a long time. Doing fine. It has been a long time, and I'm delighted that you're back and delighted to have had a chance to read the book, Belly of the Whale. As I'm reading this, there's so many questions, and you allow us to sort of jump into the book as the book is progressing. First of all, talk about how this book came about and the title, Belly of the Whale. Explain what that is to everybody.
Yeah, actually, as you mentioned, it's the book of questions. It came out from, of course, it's a fiction novel. At the same time, it came from kind of experience, yani the life I'm living here, what I'm seeing, the big lie the society is living in, the fake persons around. You feel like people, they don't know what they want, they don't know where to go, they don't know what's next, who's next. They are not feeling safe, they are not feeling secure. That's why they go to the extremes in their thinking, in their way of life.
One of the themes in The Belly of the Whale is chasing deceptive happiness, and you just alluded to that. Talk about that, and it gets you thinking as you're reading the book that, boy, we all get caught up on this. We're chasing in a circle, sort of a never-ending circle here, and I'm not sure what it is we're actually looking for.
Yes, actually, the happiness. Everybody is looking for happiness, and almost everybody asks questions about the end. What we'll see after death, and I think nobody will complain if he will live forever, if he's in a good health conditions and in happiness. So the Belly of the Whale, the title itself, it's in Quran, and for Muslim, Belly of the Whale saved Prophet Yunus. But I used the same title to explain my point of view and to try to tell people that there is nothing called forever, and you cannot just do life as you want it to be, because there is the nature rules also. So I tried to imagine, if we will survive forever, what will happen.
The book is called Belly of the Whale. Our guest on This Week in America, Sonia Amr. That's Soniaamer. Her website is soniaamerbooks.com. Link on directly at our website, thisweekinamerica.us. You can also go to Facebook for Belly of the Whale and for Sonia's Facebook page and get information there as well. I mentioned you asked the reader to participate. Talk about this, because obviously one of the things you're attempting to do is start sort of maybe an inner dialogue with all of us as we're reading the book to sort of ask these questions.
Yeah. The technique I used in this book is the names. As you mentioned that maybe there is more than 100 names. For as I explained, I started my novel with imagining that there is a 1,000 person, 500 wives and 500 husbands. And of course, I didn't mention 1,000 story, but I tried to mention almost 100 story with 100 characters and with many names. I wanted to use many names because I wanted to show how much each person of us has faces. Sometimes it's hard to know and to recognize who's Murad, who became Ramzi, who became Khalid, who became whoever. because we lie and we lie and we lie and we lie, and then we don't know who we are. So this is one of the techniques I used. I wanted to share with my readers. I wanted them to think with me, to imagine if they will have the happiness. By the way, it's not a happiness, it's a fake happiness. Okay, it's an illusion. So what they will feel. And honestly, I received many feedbacks. Most of them, they enjoyed the story, and most of them, they felt sad with the end of the story. They didn't accept it. They wanted to survive forever, happy forever. But this can't be. It's a fact. This can't be.
The book is Belly of the Whale. Sonia Amr is our guest on the program on This Week in America. Sonia coming to us from Kuwait. This is her newest book. And yeah, it's interesting. Everyone pretends to be perfect and flawless in what seems to be, talk about the world that you've created, because people leave their identity behind. In fact, if you're revealed, you lose your life. So you're in this whole world, and it would seem like this would be the perfect place, yet it doesn't turn out that way for most, does it?
Yeah. I wanted them, those people felt bored. Some of them are multi-rich, some of them are very poor. They have dreams and they never will be able to achieve on the land. They cannot in the real life achieve. Due to many circumstances. I said, let me take some of this category and some of this category and imagine how it will be their reaction after they be in belly of the whale. The perfect place to be hidden, to hide from everything. From headache, from poorness, from sadness, from pressure, from everything. You can live the way you like, with whoever you like, with nobody to blame on you, to judge you, you can just 100% free. So I wanted, we cannot just implement this theory in our real life. That's why I wanted them to go a place, a fiction place, and I felt like the belly of the whale. It's somehow like what we can say, like a ship or some place you cannot, you can travel with. And already we have an idea about the belly of the whale, that it's a good place to protect.
You get caught
up. You know
what
I mean?
Yes. And the book is The Belly of the Whale. Sonia Amr is our guest on This Week in America. Information at our website, thisweekinamerica.us. You can link on directly to Sonia's website, which is soniaamirworks.com, SONIA.
This is the
and
book.
For the watching on YouTube, you can see the picture, and we've got a picture of that up on our screen as well.
The drawing is mine also.
Very talented.
I keep adding my drawings on the covers of my novels. This is a standard.
And I mentioned you were an artist. You were a lady of many talents.
This is the back cover. Yeah.
And you can see that, and that's up on our screen, and you can get that on the website as well. Yeah. Readers are caught up in the depth of the novel and the twist and the turns. It's a very compelling story. In addition to, as you're reading it, you start drawing some similarities in your life, and you can actually sort of see yourself in some of these characters. How long did it take you to write Belly of the Whale?
It took me about, let's say, 1.5 years, 2 years to finalize. They are not many pages, but very concentrated. It was not in my mind to write a novel. I just wrote few pages, and I was thinking about short story in one of my books. It's called Another Stories and Other Stories, if we will translate it to English. In that book, I had to publish many short stories. But when I wanted to put this short story in addition to the other stories in that book, I felt like what I did write was not enough. This is not what I exactly want. So I postponed the writing, and I rewrite it from the beginning. And I started thinking and going deeply and deeply, and that's what I got finally. That's what I got. Many persons from many Arab countries, they are facing almost the same social problems, where women they don't have full rights to express themselves. Men they have the freedom to do whatever they like. At the same time, they are all the time under a very, very big pressure because they are men. They have to act like heroes all the time. And at the same time, this is not real. You know, they face many, many problems at work and the streets. And I started writing my novels in 2011 before this Arabic Spring revolutions.
Yes.
And I was feeling that something is going to happen, because you feel like something is going to explode. There is a big explosion is coming, because you feel like we're getting into the satisfaction, and even, let's say, over and above. Yani people cannot just stand anymore. I'm not planning to discuss the results and if this is right or wrong, because everything has rights and wrong sides. But at the same time, it was a must, I think, because life couldn't be accepted anymore. It was not, it was hard to survive, because you feel like you are under pressure from all the sides, like you're going to die. But at the same time, running away is not a solution. It will never be a solution. In the religious way, in the social way, in the work-wise also, we have to face our poorness, we have to face our fearness, we have to face our social complex, we have to face our health conditions. I mean, these things are the standard for every human being life, and he has to face it the way he could. He has to be brave. He has to say, that's what I have, there I will be. He should have a plan, and not to survive like, I have $1 million, I don't know how to spend them. I don't know what to dress next. I don't know what's the most expensive car to use, to drive, or I mean, we cannot just be consumers, and that's what we're facing. Nowadays, we don't have this luxury of money because of the war. But in that time, I was feeling like people, they don't know what to do. They have a lot of money, but they are typical consumers. They don't think deeply. They don't enjoy we call in French the les petits plaisirs. They're just running after things to buy. Where is their life? You don't feel that there is a real life. The wives are in a side. The husbands are in another side. They lie to each other. They lie to the parents. They lie to the friends. Of course, I'm an author. You know, the way I'm explaining, it's a bit maybe not very sharp and very tight. You know, authors, they just make things bigger. But
no, but you bring up some
role. This is their role, because we need people to stop and think, even for 1 minute.
And you've done that so nicely in the book Belly of the Whale. You bring us to face our own reality. And I assume when you get people that, and I'm reading reviews that are talking about the same thing, when you get people to say, it sort of allowed me time to made me take the time to put the brakes on my life and take a look and see. And the circle that you talk about, we see the characters in Belly of the Whale go through, that's what I'm going through, and I'm really not sure what I want the end to be. That has to be very rewarding to you, that you have people now being introspective and thinking about their lives and the direction they're headed.
Let me just give you an example. Maybe we make it simple. Let's say Hala, one of the characters.
Yes.
She is rich. She became rich because of her husband. She has a middle class family. She has one boy and one girl. And she was enjoying her life, but she took the decision with her husband to go to the belly of the whale. She left her children with her mom, and she knew that she's not coming back. Even her husband, he agreed, and he went with her. All of them, they know that their partners are there at the same place, but all of them decided to ignore that their partners are there. What does that mean? That means that deeply inside, that's what they wish. And if you notice in the book, the partners who really love each other, they recognized each other, although this was against the role. The role of the belly of the whale, whenever anyone of the attendees knows who you are, you have to be killed and thrown to the fish. You have to lie all the time. You should use a different voice tone. You should create stories about your previous life. No word should be right. No word should be true. You have to keep lying to be happy. And as long as you say the reality, somebody will recognize you, of course, because you have your partner there. So you will be killed and thrown to the... Although, despite all these conditions, 2 or 3 partners, they knew each other. At the same time, they promised them there is no pregnancy, there is no babies there, because the conditions are not suitable for a regular life. Still, one of them got pregnant. One of them got killed, although they told them there is no death there. You know?
Yes.
So whatever you do, whenever you do, lie is lie. It will never be true.
It's interesting as we see the characters, and just about out of time in the program, we're talking about the book Belly of the Whale. As we see the characters in what they think is utopia, here is a city of unlimited freedom. And you mentioned that boredom sets in, and we see the transformation and the people looking for salvation, and it's like, this isn't what I expected it to be. It really, I think, encourages all of us to reconsider our actions in life. It really is a book well done, and one that you will read, enjoy the story, and it's something you can relate to, and will start asking questions about your life. The book is called Belly of the Whale. Sonia Amur is our guest in the program. A minute or so left. What did you learn as you wrote the book? I'm sure you had this concept, obviously, as you started. When it was over, how did you feel? Did it help you put things in perspective in your life as well?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. It helped me to take the decision to be myself. This is me. And of course, we have to improve our skills, but we cannot just be somebody else.
And it's helped yourself, and it's helped so many others that have read the book. It's Belly of the Whale. Sonia Amur, our guest on the program. The website is soniaamurbooks.com. That's SONIAAMER books.com. You can link on directly by going to our website, thisweekinamerica.us. The book's, of course, available at... Yes?
One more thing, one important thing I want to mention.
Sure.
That after each crime, there is a criminal. I mean, in the end of the story, you will see that there is somebody behind all the show. It's not by chance. That's why we have to be aware. If somebody comes and give us a diamond. We should not take it. We have to know why and who's giving us this, who's behind that. I mean, we should not run after bright things, after easy life, after easy implementations. We have to be original.
Yes.
We have to be original, and we have to learn how to think logically, systematic, not just what we see. We have to double think, because by the end, all of them, most of them died. Few of them could reach the land again, who loved each other, who were honest to each other, helped each other, and they went through all these problems, and they survived. And they found out that all the time they spent, it was almost 1 year. There is nothing called energy drink. There is nothing called eternity. And then got depressed. These people who survived, they got really depressed. I mean, their problems became more. They didn't even accept to talk to the journalists. So I wanted to, sometimes we use simple words and you just say it in a simple way, but this doesn't mean it's simple. I'm facing this problem, by the way, with my readers. They say you have to go to the West. Your style is Western. You don't use the very, very concentrated, traditional, classic Arabic words to impress us. And I will never do. I don't know even, because this is very, very old-fashioned. It's useless nowadays. All what we need to breathe, but to breathe a clean oxygen, not a pollutioned one.
Well, the book is simple, it's understandable, it's relatable. It's available at Sonia's website, wherever you find books. You can click on directly by going to our website, thisweekinamerica.us. Our guest on the program, Sonia Amur. Belly of the Whale is the name of her book. Sonia, as always, a pleasure to have you on the program. Looking forward to your next book and an opportunity to talk with you again. Thank you so much for being with us on the program.
So much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good luck. Thank you.
Belly of the Whale, once again, the book, Sonia Amur. You're listening to This Week in America, and we're right back after these messages.